as we're building up our army, and before we launch our next attack on the enemy, I want to introduce one more type of unit. I want to introduce flying units to you. So, all the units we've made so far walk or roll along the ground. Flying units, of course, fly through the air. They don't need to worry about things like ramps and cliffs. So in order to build flying units as a Terran player, we need to build a building that is called a starport. So I'm going to select an SCV, and I'm going to go looking for that starport building. It is under the Advanced Structures tab. If I left-click here, and I look around, I will find the building named Starport. I left-click on this, and I have to pick a location to place the starport. And the starport is going to begin to be built. Once that's done, I'm going to be able to build flying units out of it. In the meantime, let's make a few more combat units out of the barracks and the factory that we have. And let's get another supply depot on the way. Let's select one SCV down at my expansion that I built last episode, and left-click on the ground to place a supply depot here. Starport's still on the way. And our other combat units are beginning to finish up. Now that our starport is finished, we can build some flying units out of the starport. Specifically, we can build the Wraith. The Wraith isn't the greatest of flying units. It doesn't have that much health, it dies pretty quickly, but it can hit both ground and air, and it does fly. So I'm going to queue up several Wraiths so that we can just demonstrate flying units. And while that's happening, let's get this SCV doing something else useful. Left click, and let's make another depot. Because as I keep adding on more units, we're going to need more depots, and this SCV has finished building this depot, so we can right-click on the minerals to send him back to mine, because we don't want SCVs sitting around doing nothing. And now our Wraith is finished. If I select our new Wraith, let's just demonstrate how this thing moves. I'm just going to right-click on the ground for now, rather than A and left-click. A left-click is what you want to do when you're going through hostile enemy territory. But notice if I right-click over here, the Wraith can fly straight over my ground units. It can fly straight over these cliffs here. And it doesn't worry about this ramp at all. My ground units had to go down the ramp over here when they wanted to get to the low ground, but the Wraith can just fly right over the cliffs. So now we have seen a flying unit of the Terran race. Next episode is going to be the end of this introduction segment for Terran. We are going to attack the enemy, and this time we are going to win.